Yo guys, how's it going? We're here for another episode of our Paris career mode on FIFA 18. Starting today's episode off straight into the games. As you see, we're in 4th place right now. Not exactly in the best run of form. Hoping to try and maybe get some goals in there. Try and just push on from what we have been doing, because honestly at this point we're playing absolutely terribly with this team. We definitely need to be pushing on and trying to push for the top spots. And if we keep playing the way we are, we're definitely not going to be there. If anything, we're going to be like very, very low down in the league. But straight front kickoff here, we try and get on the attack. Try and start the game off positively, which we do. We get forward into the box here, trying to pass the ball into the box at least. Getting round the players, trying to be patient with the ball, passing the ball round very nicely here. As we get the ball into the box, it gets shot and it's into the top left corner there with an absolutely beautiful finish. Just a couple of minutes into the game, we are 1-0 up, and that is what we needed to start the game off with. And we had a bit of a change round in the side in this game. We took Meyer off and some other players. We had a bit of a change round. And at this point, it looked like it was paying off, as we were 1-0 up at this point. Absolutely killing the game, straight with the goal, and it was a beautiful finish, really. Very nice finish, and it is 1-0. That was only his 3rd goal of the season, which just shows how poor our strikers have been this season, because honestly, we really need to be scoring more goals than that. But we do come in here with them trying to get on the attack a few moments later, a bit later on in the first half, as they cut inside, they get the ball inside it's just a shambles. Again, it is a shambles in defence. The defence just gets passed round way too easily, and they get into the box with ease, and it's Mandane, I think it is, Mandane, that gets the goal here. It's like he takes one touch before he takes the shot, and that one touch takes out 2 of our defenders, and Dilo should definitely be doing a lot better at that. His near post, that should be an automatic save no matter what. But as you see, Mandane does get a goal, and he's scoring as little as our strikers are, but they do get it to 1-0, 1-1 at this point. And honestly, straight from kickoff, we try and get back into the lead here, trying to push forward again, as Lavin on the right hand side cuts inside, takes a shot, but it gets deflected off the bar. It was a very nice piece of play there from the right winger, but unluckily couldn't quite turn it in, and it hits the bar and goes over for a goal kick, as we try and push on to try and get that second goal. But nothing else happened here in the first half until later on in the second, as they come forward on the ball trying to attack. The defence is just nowhere to be seen, and they put a shot just wide of the post. Mandane couldn't quite put that one away, and that one was easier than the first chance he scored. He should have took a touch. If he took a touch there to the right, then it would have took my defence completely out, and it was a goal. Because I have no faith in Dilo at this point. It's absolutely dreadful. But it is 1-1 still at this point in the game, as we come forward on another attack here, trying to get forward, and we find some space in the box. It gets tackled, but we're still on the edge of the box with the ball. We take a shot, but Alami's shot gets put wide with a big deflection there. I don't think it was actually going on target anyway, but it does get deflected wide of the post, and it goes out for a corner, but nothing actually comes from it. But straight from that, we come on the attack here, get some space inside the box, and honestly, I thought that was a penalty there. I really think that was a penalty there, because he took my player from the back of him and it went out, but the ref didn't see it that way, and it just gets led to a corner, which isn't good for us really, because in this side we have not scored many goals from corners. But we have got a cross in, doesn't come to much, as the keeper punches it out. But we do keep the ball and come forward once again, trying to get into the box, and we find a beautiful pass. Bong takes the shot, but Bong puts the ball wide of the post. If that was anybody else there apart from a defender, it was a goal. but the defender just couldn't get a good enough grip on the ball there and smashes the ball wide of the post, straight across goal. And that is how the game ends, guys. It is 1 apiece. And once again, we lose we draw from a winning position. There's been so many times this season where we've took the lead and we just can't carry it out to keep the lead, and we lose the lead, and it's so frustrating at the minute playing with this team. I don't know what I've got to do to improve, but I've got to change something and quick at this point, because we're approaching on the January transfer window. Whether we bring players in or we let players go, we need to do a bit of both, I think. But I think I need to be improving the way that this team right now is playing, more than bringing players in to improve the squad. I need to be improving the way that these players are playing, because at the minute, as you see now, we're down in 6th, which is absolutely dreadful, because this is the team that I thought would be getting straight promotion, no problems, and that I would be struggling with my Burton team, and I thought they'd be down in like mid-table sort of area, but at the minute it's working the other way round, and I don't know why that is, but it is working out that way, and we've got to try and move on from that and try and hopefully push forward in the second half of the season, because I don't see it improving that much. But Maya, as you see there, comes on the first attack of the game. We are starting attacking really well, but honestly it's just not working. I don't know why at the minute, but the attacks ain't working and the defense isn't working, and I don't know why. But as we see here, we do come on another attack later on in the first half, trying to get that move going, trying to play the ball around and just be patient with the ball and not try and force anything. But we lose the ball there, but we get it straight back. Maya wins the ball back, takes a shot, it goes just wide of the post. Unluckily for us, couldn't quite finish it off. Maya has probably been like our most dangerous player in the past few games, but even he's not scoring goals. That's the only problem. He's being dangerous, he's getting into the positions, he's just not finding that end product, and I don't know what's going on. But they come on an attack here shortly after. They're just jinking and driving around the defence really, and I don't know what happened there. It was shambolic again. They just do a little 1-2 and they're straight through, and Christian Lopez puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0, and we're down again by 1 goal. And again, it's shambolic defending. It's just, look, it was that was my fault, I'd say, because I did dive in for the tackle. But honestly, the fact that they could get round our defence in literally 2 passes, and leading up to that point, I'm not even bothered about the fact that that was my fault in defence. No problem about that. But leading up to that, he was just jinking and driving around the midfield as well, and honestly, it was absolutely terrible. But later on in the first half here, they come on another attack and they go forward again, but we intercept a pass. We try and get the ball clear, it doesn't work. They get the ball straight back, they pass it into the middle of the park, and they're just absolutely tearing me a new one at this point. And Dilo actually made a save. Can you believe it? I don't know what to describe him as at this point. He is a low-rated goalkeeper, I get that, but he should be doing better than what he is. But at that point, the score is still at 1 apiece. We try and make a tackle. They get very lucky there. They go through on goal, but I think I made the right decision by calling my keeper out just enough there. It puts the player off. And he puts the ball wide of the post to keep it at 1-0 at this point. As they come forward in the second half, not too long into the second half either, they come forward, take a shot, but get very lucky again. We do there by them absolutely scuffing the shot and putting it wide of the post. But they do keep coming, and we've got to stop them. And that's exactly what Bong did, but in the exact wrong way that I didn't want him to. And he brings the player down in the box, and I still, at this point, don't think that was a foul, because I didn't actually do anything. He just kind of spun round me, and I don't know what actually happened there. But Bong does give away the penalty here, and it is a chance for them to make it 2-0, which means that this could be another... basically, if this goes in, then that was game over at this point. I had no faith. And D'Lo jumps the wrong way, and Christian Lopez acts coquette and chips the ball into the back of the net, the opposite way to what D'Lo went, and does make it 2-0. At this point, I don't know what's going on. It's just terrible at this point. I don't know what to do. If someone can help me in some way, then please do, because at this point it's absolutely dreadful. The way that the team is playing, we need to get better and a lot very quick, because the team isn't attacking well. You know what? I'll tell you this now. You see, that is he's hardly scored goals, which is even more annoying. But the players are playing well. I'm playing well in matches, and it's like, I don't know if you've seen, I can describe it as the way Leicester played in their first season back in the Premier League. They seem to be dominating a lot of their games, but they ain't coming out with the victories, and I don't know why at this point. But like I say, it is 2-0 loss, and that means we drop down to 7th at this point, which is absolutely dreadful. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, then please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and peace.